If you're looking to get fast LP to show your friends that you're better than them by achieving a higher rank, this video is exactly for you, because I'm going to show you guys the laziest way to climb in Season 16, and we're going to do that by playing Malzahar. Malzahar is a cheat code to LP. This is the freest LP that you can ever imagine. The reason why Malzahar is so incredibly good is because he's got the power to push waves fast. And almost no one understands how to properly deal with it. So, one of the key things that we want to do as Malzahar in the early lane is we want to get towards our level 7. Because at our level 7, we can start pushing waves in, basically with just 2 clicks on the buttons. And from that point onward, we're going to be so hard to deal with in basically every elo all the way up until Master. I've coached hundreds of people, and all of them, whenever they play versus Malzahar, have no clue what to actually do. So, first step, get towards level 7. The way that we do that is by standing nice and far from the enemies. We don't want to get too close to them, because Malzahar is not particularly a good trader in the early game. And we're just going to try to push the enemies in. And if we ever get an opportunity, we can of course hit them after 2 waves. If you get the push, get yourself a nice little ward out. If you do not get the push in the early game, then try to get like a level 1 ward out onto the enemy raptors. If you're versus mages, usually you might not get push in the early game. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to stay nice and far back, not really interact with the enemies, so that we're in a position where we can eventually look to skill up. And I really want to make sure that my first reset's nice and clean. I'm going to try to stack up my mana flow band in the meantime. It's not really a creep like I can test in the back. You just got to play with a little bit of a scaling mindset whenever you're playing Malzahar, you know? You gotta be a bit patient. You just gotta be able to get towards your level 7 first. And once you get there, that's when you're in a position where you can start bombing waves and playing with your ult and with your jungle. So, I don't care about this Akali. Sexy traits, dude. Completely irrelevant, because we're just gonna press E on the wave eventually, and we're just gonna climb. That's just the mindset. The people that I've seen shoot up with this champion, it's unbelievable what this champion does to your LP. Now, I do want to be making a little bit of an announcement in a way, right? If you're going to be playing Malzahar, you got to keep in mind that it's a bit of LP that will not necessarily transfer over to other champions. If you're going to look to play Yasuo or Qiyana afterwards, don't expect to instantly be on the same level, because it's just a completely different champion. Malzahar is really good to get some quick LP, or if your champ gets banned, this is the best way champion to pick, because, you know, he's going to always function. We take the Comet Rune on Malzahar because of his E being a damage over time ability. And as you can see, I've not traded at all with this Akali right here. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to be in a position where I can... Yeah, look what's happening. She's trading with fucking tryhard. No problem, dude. See what happened to the wave there? Fantastic play, Akali. Fucking tryharding on me, dude. Look at her. She lost all HP. She has Ignite. And now we're in a position where we just nicely reset. We come back in the lane. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to instantly look to continue pushing, because she now needs the base. I've taken my reset with TP. She's used her Ignite. I'm just going to be getting a nice little lead here. Now, that E was pretty shit, because you want to wave clear like a bit of a domino as Malzahar. If your E can't jump to other minions, it's generally not really worth using your E. Your E also refreshes mana if it kills the creep. So you really need your E to kill. Now this wave I'm not going to push. I'm also going to place a little bit of vision out, because we do not want to get ganked. Mundo is sometimes, of course, a little bit of an annoying champion to deal with. And the goal right now is to just get towards our level 7 lost chapter. The moment we get there, that's the moment when we're going to be fully chilling. So right here we got the little voidlings coming in here. Akali is struggling a little bit with the Malzahar minigame. Okay, wave's in a pretty awkward spot. I'm gonna put that one out there. Bam. Stand our ground a little bit. If she disrespects me that much and just walks past the wave, of course I'm gonna hit her back. Nice little spell. And since she's gonna go ward, I'm just gonna go push, guys. Everyone's watched Aloy's Mundo. Aloy's Mundo is not uncommon. Everyone knows what it is. Push, push, push. That's exactly what you do. You play the exact same mindset on Malzahar. It's so easy. It's so brain dead, this champion. Very nice. We're going to queue her for a nice little mana flow band proc. As you can see, she's struggling a little bit. Oh, what did she just do? She just walked up with very little HP. She might just use flash. If you use your Q or your R, you can extend the duration of your E. And as you can see right there, we got almost a solo kill onto the Akali just by standing our ground and pressing the EW like anyone can do this. Oh, we have the Mundo. Hey, we were just talking about you, brother. And since my Shen's on the Drake, I'm not going to reset yet. I'm going to wait a little bit. Maybe push one more wave here. That's totally fine. Alright, Mundo's showing some dominance. I'm going to act as if I'm going to follow him up. It's a little bit unlucky that those... don't tell me he's just going to run in and steal the Drake. We're not fighting here, boys. Let's back off. Why are we not fighting? Well, we had our lost chapter, and we have no R. When you have no R as Malzar, you do not really want to fight. You're pretty bound to your ultimate ability. So, we have reached level 7. We have reached our lost chapter. What we're going to do right now is bomb the waves. We're just going to bomb the waves on cooldown. And by doing so, we're going to get perma-prio. The enemies don't know what's happening to them, because every single wave is just going to get pushed in their face. And this is going to lead to a position where they're so incredibly overwhelmed. Oh, fucking memes, dude. Okay, we're gonna get a bit of vision. We don't have R, so I don't really... Actually, we don't need vision. We see the Mundo on bot side. So we're just gonna push this next wave. What are you gonna do about it, Akali? Absolutely nothing. See how hard this wave gets bombed here? Oh. Gotta get that minion too. And the moment you have lost chapter, you have 0 mana issues anymore. Boys, what are we doing there, man? Can we just get towards Grubbies? And since we have so much push, we want to leverage that push to start playing around the map, really, right? I'm gonna push and move around the map. In this case, there's a bit of action happening here with the Mundo. Okay. Oh, that's a powerful ult, actually. Maybe we can bait her in. My god, what did I just witness? Akali, man, Akali. Alright, I really want this plate. Let's hope Mundo doesn't flank me. Very nice. We'll tag this minion. Oh. So I draw aggro, we can draw it back right now. We're gonna kill this wave, then we're gonna reset. And the reason we're gonna reset is because we need to spend our gold before a potential fight erupts at the next neutral objective. And we wanna be as strong as possible for that fight. So great little early lane here. We've gotten towards our level 7. Incredibly consistent. And we're now gonna opt in for our Blackfire Torch. We're gonna TP back. And that way we can then start the Grubbies the moment I'm back in lane. But first, we're going to push. The key to Malzar is pushing, right? We need to push the wave first before we do anything else. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look, once again, bam, E plus W. That's all we need to do. Bam, bam, bam. We're going to now clear these minions with this. Q plus E. And you see it, we just one-shot the waves. So we get every single neutral objective starting from this point. Because we bombed the waves that fast. I'm gonna sneak. A little bit of XP. Top is even. Bot's doing fine. Jungle just got killed, but we're chilling. Sapakari. What are you gonna do with this EW combination? Now, unfortunately, these minions are like really far away, so the E doesn't spread. But look at that. Just one shot away. And she can't do anything about it. Now, we can always look to them move with our jungle. Maybe do some ganking with the boys. Right? And because we pushed the wave so fast, we've got so much time to actually do that. Always keep in mind whenever you want to move, like when the next wave is. Currently, I don't have boots, so I'm pretty slow on the map. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bomb the wave again. In this case, we do a little bit of trading here into the Kali. And she just used her shroud. And guess what we're gonna do? See how we bombed this wave? My god, the wave clear on this champion is next level. So next objective will be the dragon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk into bot side. I'm gonna nicely ward bot side. That's all I have to do. There's a little bit of a fish here in the jungle. Ooh. Can we play? Yep. Got a fish. Gotta play a little bit careful here. We have our Voidlings doing an immense amount of work here on the back end. We have a hefty skirmish. We're gonna flash for that bitch. Mom. And beautiful. Look at that. You saw those Voidlings? I don't know how much damage those Voidlings did, but I didn't do anything. It was just purely the Voidlings killing people. Now look at that. We're in an immense position to just be able to bomb some more waves here. Get an extra plate. And what we're going to do straight after is we're going to just... let's press the W button for a little bit of extra tower damage. We're just going to reset. We're going to play for Dragon. Now we do not have R yet. on the dragon spawn timer, so we're going to be a little bit careful. Because our R is pretty important for us to play. But we do have our sword shoes, and it's really good. Sword shoes are incredible on Malzahar because he's got a lot of burn-oriented damage. So flat PEM and magic penetration percentage is both incredibly strong on the Malzahar. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to once again bomb the waves here. Look at that. Bomb the wave. E plus W combination. Akali, we're not trading, mate. See that wave there, Akali? Go catch it. Oh! Sure, she just used all her cooldown. Well, she's mad. Look at her. Haha! Hey, what about those creeps, bitch? Awesome. And we're just gonna bomb the wave. She's got no cooldowns. Let's move it to bot side. Shannon's got ult again. Let's clear a bit of vision. We gotta be waiting a little bit. Make sure I don't get collapsed upon by the Mundo. Oh, that looks incredibly free. Should dodge the Nami R. There's my bot lane. Great high value E. Yeah, look at that. Oh! Let's spread, baby! Come on! Woo! Another one here. Hey! Oh man, Malzahar is next level easy, dude. I'm telling you, this champ, you can't climb with this champ with only one hand. If you have one hand, play Malzahar, because you can just put the buttons of the E and the W on your mouse, and you're gonna be totally fine. This is all you need to do, just win games, dude. Push the fucking waves, and after you push the wave, that's when you move, okay? Just bomb the waves. No one understands what to do here. What is this Mundo even doing here on mid lane? Mundo, the minions are dying. You need to farm, dude. Great. It's this easiest champ to just get 10 CS per minute on. Matter of fact, you could even get 11 CS per minute on this champion. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go Magi's. What you want to do as boss is you want to always be aware of the neutral objectives, right? Rift Herald's going to spawn real soon. Smolder, we go swap soon. Why do we swap? Because if I go mid, if I go bot, I've got TP up, right? The Smolder does not have TP up. So if something happens on the map, what happens? Then I can TP to a fight. Look how my Q extends the duration of the E there. Insanity. Before you want to swap, guys, you want to push out the wave first. What I can maybe do is even get the turret. So I'm going to get a little bit of vision into the top side, because Mundo might clear further there. There we go. Bam. Bam. Now I'm just going to go bot. Swapperoni. Very good. Give me a fish. And this is really good because if a play happens on top side right now, my team is already there and I can always TP in. So this is also what I recommend to all my students. Around minute 14, guys, when the quests are completed, look to swap up. That way we have a better position around the neutral objective, okay? Around the Rift Herald. And there's two people bot, and all I'm doing is just clearing the wave in their face, staring at them. That's literally all I'm doing. Do a bit of poking. Look, I just take my distance. I don't want to get too close, because if I get too close, then they might kill me. And that way we're now in a position where we're just bombing waves in them. All we gotta do is make sure not to die, and play this Rift Herald when it spawns. I've got TP up. You see how good I'm pinging? My Shen is fully in position. A lot of people crying that their jungler don't listen to them. You're probably not pinging enough if you jungler. Where's your FE? Come on now. Oh. And I'm just standing on a nice distance here. I can't do anything. My champ's too good. They also don't have like cleanse or something. They're just also quite weak. So I can just stand here and nothing else happens. Beautiful. Just bomb the wave. Absolutely phenomenal. Now Mundo shows bot side. That means that the rift is really free, guys. But I've got to be a little bit careful. I'm going to sneak this plate. Hope he doesn't destroy me. I'm just going to nicely walk back and get my item here. Now, what's the next neutral objective, guys? It's the dragon. So I'm just asking myself what the... Oh my god. Alright, I get it. I get it. Okay. Alright, Mundo. Sure. You're the boss. We're just gonna play Drake now. Great, we're gonna get the Liandry's. Liandry's is insane on Malzahar, because it allows us to deal insane amounts of damage. Especially with the likes of Mundo, which is an HP stacker. This is just such a good item. So we have double burn, and now we're gonna go for Rylai's. Rylai's is really good. It's gonna allow us to kite. Now, my team's doing a little bit of fighting there on mid. Sure, I don't care. I'm just gonna take bot lane away. We gotta catch that bot wave first here. Look at these voidlings. And all the means just die within a second. Now we gotta make sure that Mundo's not in the bush. So what we just do is we just queue the bush. And we're just in a position right now where we can very, very easily push the wave again. We're gonna use this Phalite, because why not? And Mundo shows top. So that means that we can easily pressure here on the third. Oh, that's a mistake, man. We're gonna wait for her to all in me here. That's a bit of a mistake. I think she's lost her mind. She has lost her mind. So we're gonna nicely push the wave here. We don't need to TP. We've got no ult, guys. So if we don't have R, no need to TP. Force them to respond to your wave states. That's what you need to do. That's exactly what we're gonna do here as well. We just look at what's happening on mid, but we're not porting anyway. Because look what we're doing on bot. We don't need to port. If you use your basic spells, you'll grab some extra of these voidlings. And of course, when a new wave comes in, make sure you prioritize getting the wave out. Now, Mundo is feeling nice and ambitious today. If he comes, I've made him respond. And we now just nicely go to mid. And we're in a great position where we can now set up potentially for this fight. And look at that. Great pick here onto the Nami. Beautiful. I'm going to deal a little bit more damage. And since we got our item, we're just going to nicely reset. And what is the thing that we're going to do now? Ask ourselves the question, what the next neutral objective, guys. That is what you want to do. And since we do not have TP, we do not want to be going bot because it's going to be Baron real soon. So I'm going to go through mid. You see that the wave state on bot's all the way in Narnia anyway. And that means that we're going to move it to mid and nicely play with the boys here. Maybe we can do a bit of sieging, do a bit of poking with the Q. We're getting quite rich over here, so I'm going to do this. Just going to constantly be laying down these Qs. This Q is a great spell to just poke them with. Oh, look at these Qs, man. The poke is insanity. Now, we're not going to go into bot side. It's too far away from my team. We're getting towards the slightly later points of the game right now. Where if you go split up, you know, the death times get a little bit long. Might get into some awkward spots. So we're going to do a little bit ganking here. I'm going to farm the minion wave in the meantime. Bomb him, dude. Come on. There's no surviving that. Ooh, my team did a bit of inting on mid. I don't got any P. I don't have anything to do there. I'm just going to push top. It's the classic, unfortunate deaths on mid lane. Big shutdown to the Akali. That's fine. Because we want to play with the mindset of forcing them to respond to us. So I don't really care. You know, as long as I just get this turret, they're going to be forced to respond to us. And we're going to be in a position where we are very advantageous. Now, the fourth item on Malzahar, I usually get a lot of questions about. Then what do I buy on the fourth item on Malzahar? The fourth item is going to be penetration. Okay? Malzahar loves penetration. Sorry for that. Malzahar does love penetration. He loves percentage pen because this helps with percentage pen. This is no AP scalings. I'm going to give this farm to smaller because we are a good mid laner. And we're going to give our smaller stats. We're going to start the Baron, you know? Just start it up. Hey, what's up, fish? Oh! Messi shot him there, dude. She might just die, actually. Oh, shit. Look at that. I just point and clicked her. Another one. Can we get another one here? Ooh! With my E on top of him. Beautiful. And that's a free Baron. Come on, boys. Come on now. And look, my teammates are listening to me like puppies. Good quality communication is the key to climb out of low elo guns. Yeah. The only thing we gotta be careful is Mundo flash ulting or flashing over this wall. Oh, don't do it. Yeah, he's got no flash. Q to extend the iteration. Look at that damage, man. See that? Team. Be careful. So what are we gonna do with Baron, guys? When you have Baron, you wanna play 2 lanes, okay? You play 2 lanes. And the lanes that we're gonna play in this case is gonna be bot and mid. Because of the fact that we already have top tier 2 turret. Plus, the dragon is the next objective. So we want to get control of the bot side. I'm gonna ping Mr. Messi to get some vision around the bot side. And we can then be in position where we very easily take control and snowball this game. Now this Gnar, no problemo. No problemo. We're just gonna nicely push. What the fuck is Mundo doing there? That's a great attempt from Gnar. We're just gonna ult him while our E is still active. And we're just gonna have perma E on him and he's just fucking nice. This champ is ridiculous. Bonkers. Malzahar. Next level good. I'm going to talk a little bit about Malzahar tomorrow on my tier list with AJ. So stay tuned for that one. It's going to be the first patch cast. Very exciting stuff. And we don't really want to be sieging too much here because my team is not all in position, right? So the moment my team is in position, that's when I'm in a position where I can easily continue pushing and pressure. Oof. Beautiful. And look at that, we're just pushing the wave. Come on now, another minion. Bam. 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 I love it, dude. Beautiful. Shen's taking the dragon. That's the soul. Cloud Soul is one of the best souls you can get on Malzahar. You love... Damn, Shen's the G. And we're just pushing waves. And after we push a wave, that's when we break the play. That's all we do. Push waves, play the game. Push waves, play the game. Push waves, push, 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 motherfucking push. This leads to a beautiful, beautiful victory. GG's.